This was me a few months ago working overtime on projects that did not fulfill me. As creative, we're always searching for the next big project or the next big thing that can get our names out there and where we can meet new people and grow as creatives, which is totally understandable. But there are also times where we need to learn to say no to certain things that no longer serve us. And so today I have a few notes here to discuss 4 things to, I guess, consider before saying yes and committing to another project. I think sometimes we forget that we're only human and we can only do so much, but our creative brains are always thinking like, you know, go, 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 you need to do this, you need to do this now, or it's never gonna work. And I am certainly guilty of thinking that. So the first one is, what do I get out of it? Consider the return, not just financially, but also in experience, exposure, and relationships. It does not have to be a paid gig for you to say yes. It can still be an unpaid gig, and it might be equally important because maybe there's someone there that you really, really want to meet, or I don't know, you name it. But also it can work the other way around where it is a paid gig, but you're realizing the return is not worth it. So make sure you keep that in mind before committing to a project. Now the next thing is, does it align with my values and long-term goals? If it doesn't move you closer to where you want to be, it may not be worth your time. I think knowing your values is probably the first thing that you need to know as a creative, because there are times where you might end up doing things that you later regret being a part of. The third one to ask yourself is, am I saying yes because I genuinely want to, or because I feel guilty or afraid to say no? Now this one kind of relates to, I guess if you think about it, when, for example, you're a freelance filmmaker and you meet a lot of people, you become friends with a lot of people in the industry, and people start wanting you to do stuff for free, and you're friends with them, so you say yes, which is fine. But again, think about point number 1 and point number 2. Is it worth your time? And does it align with your values? Now I wrote here, the best opportunities usually come from intention, not pressure. I think the best way to know whether or not to say yes to a project is, when you hear about it, do you immediately react? Think about how you immediately react to it. Are you pressured? Or is it, oh yeah, this sounds cool, I would love to be involved? So I think differentiating between the two and knowing, I think, is just really important. But yeah, those are the 3 things I think you should consider before saying yes and fully committing yourself to a million different projects and then burning out and ending up in the hospital and not eating or drinking or sleeping. Yeah. But it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Once you consider those 3 things, you'll be fine. I think so long as you don't put too much pressure on yourself, and as soon as you start feeling stressed or burnt out, or you start questioning why you're doing this, that's when you know to take a step back and, you know, readdress these questions, okay? So yeah, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.